Today we're going to be reviewing Black That Can't Dance, or Nia's video on the actual issues with Gen Z. So she has some pretty good opinions on this. Let's check it out. Let's slide through.
The conversation about Gen Z being like kind of judgmental or awkward or this and that has been coming up on my For You page a lot. And as a 19-year-old, I wanted to offer my input on it and like what I think the problem is. Because I definitely think there's a problem. Gen Z, I've noticed, are terrified to have fun. And not even like the little kids these days type way. No. A lot of millennials have been offering their input. Gen Z, some of us are a very self-aware generation.
Okay.
And we just recognize a lot of things and stuff like that, which can very much be a good thing. But also, it has caused so many of us to be afraid to do anything like that garners attention. And I know it's a corny explanation, but it does have to do with social media. So many millennials will be so quick to be like, well, back in the day when we millennials and we were so quick to put stuff on Facebook, we didn't care.
First off, Nia, you wildin', bro. I'm out here trying to help you. But you're not wrong, though. Before Nia even jumps into anything, she understands that her generation is used to getting scolded or things thrown on them from my generation and generations above. She may even see this video as me doing the same thing, but I am listening to you, though. I have experience working with people your age, your generation, as a college counselor. And so, you know, your opinion is extremely valuable. I want to see what you got.
Changed so much in the past 10 years. Millennials will be so quick to talk about how they didn't care about what they posted on their Facebook albums and stuff like that. It's not the same.
She clearly has some millennial family, or she on the millennial side of TikTok, because dang, she wildin', bro. I'm just trying to help. Nia, as somebody who's Gen Z, understands the difference of how social media was when I was using it back in my day, and now how it currently is for her. So the landscape has completely changed. Let's see what she got.
And honestly, it's Gen Z's fault that social media has turned out like this. People are so scared to do anything that garners attention because they are terrified of ending up on somebody's fucking TikTok slideshow or some video with some corny ass audio making fun of them. You think it's ridiculous, but at the end of the day, their fears are valid because people do that shit. Like somebody will in fact record someone else without their consent and then make fun of them just for doing a normal human thing like dancing at a party or some shit. Everybody's afraid to act like normal human beings because that's one of the worst things you could possibly do in this generation. We used to learn about like cyberbullying in elementary school, bitch. This is the fucking era of cyberbullying. But sometimes it comes across in such a subtle and humorous way that some of us don't even notice, and we laugh at some of this shit. I'm not gonna act like I'm some fucking like self-aware saint. I've caught myself laughing at shit like this, and then I immediately realized, bitch, if this was me, I'd lose my fucking mind.
When you go on TikTok and when you go on all of these other platforms and you see the way that her generation interacts with social media, she's not wrong. If there's a way for them to go and make an edit or to put you on some form of social media and clown you and make fun of it, that's a lot of the way that their humor works. And of course it makes sense. A lot of these kids are growing up by watching streamers and watching all these people do all these wild and extreme things, often at the expense of other people around them. So, you know, I completely understand Nia saying here that, like, hey, one false move, one bad angle, one anything, and you're on social media on a viral video where people are clowning you. I get it, man. How can they not be terrified? She's serious. Like, cyberbullying ain't nothing compared to what it is today. One false move. And like she said, you could be doing something normal. We've seen those people go viral all the time. Somebody just doing something normal, something random, and next thing you know, you're a whole meme. And you didn't even choose this life. It chose you. So I completely understand what she's saying about why they're not super involved.
A lot of it seems so manufactured, so fake, and it's just taking away from like actual like fun moments in life. Like, as somebody who is very, very active on social media, I understand how social media stuff works. I understand how quick somebody can do something that seemed like nothing out of the ordinary and become a meme like that. Even like people who were feeling cute for a second and post a thirst trap or something they thought they looked good in, you will become the next reaction pic in a TikTok comment section in 0.5 seconds.
I think that that's something that is extremely prevalent in their generation is speed. Think about that. Like, how fast something that you do can go and hit the interwebs instantly, and your life can change overnight. And on top of that, before, where it was like, when we were as millennials or older generations, when we posted something on social media, maybe somebody saw it here, somebody saw it there, very few people in between. But now everybody's on social media. Everybody. So as soon as something happens and you end up going viral, everybody around you will know. You walk into school the next day and everybody knows, and they got group chats and they got all these things. So it's just like you're never safe. You are never safe from the onslaught that could be social media. Scary, man. Scary stuff.
I'm not shocked that Gen Z is scared to do anything.
Facts.
I think that
Facts.
we need to like really talk about how awful some of us are. We're not going to. It's not going to get better. It's not. That's not how human beings work. We're just going to grow up with the same fucking habits and tendencies, and it's just going to pass off to the next generation. Then we're going to complain about the next generation doing the same shit, girl. But,
So sad.
COVID fucked us all up. A lot of us did not get the social interaction that we needed in 2020. I think we all died in 2020, went to hell, whatever. This video is honestly getting too long. But, yeah. The conversation about Gen
That
Z
little and they
being,
had me
like,
crack it up.
kind of judge.
First, Nia, I want to thank you for making this video and spreading this awareness and speaking to both your generation and then the millennials that you coming after, my girl. I got you. I got you. Sheesh. I think that you have a very valid point in everything that you're saying. You have a complete understanding of the way that social media works and the way that that has now impacted and infected the whole world. Think about Gen Z. When you see them outside, when you see them in the wild, walking around, they are stationary. They are stationary. They try not to do anything that garners too much attention. They try not to be too out of the way, or they're the opposite and they are overly in the center of attention, or they wear the wildest outfits or anything like that. And it's because that's the way that their generation works. It's one or the other. When you think about how these things are, you know, born into their society, into their social elements, it's from fear. It's from fear and attention. And it's just like one bad move or you look a little bit different here and there. And then next thing you know, you're on the internet and you're on everybody's comment section. And that follows you forever. When you're talking about when something bad happens to any of us prior to the internet, it was between you and whoever it is that you experienced that with. That was it. It's between y'all to the grave. Now, one bad move, bro, and you're living in infamousy to the day you die. And that's the level of extreme that this generation lives with. It's that deep and it's that real to them because they see it and they also breed it in the way that they communicate. But I do want to say it does make me a little sad that there's no hope that things will change. And hopefully people like me and people like you can be the cog that gets that moving to spread some awareness. So Nia, again, thank you for this video. Thank you, everybody. If y'all got any thoughts, please let me know in the comments. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.